Hello, this is Brad Pinkerton with SeCan. It is August 9th, 2019. I'm standing out in our plots of wheat. This is our high input, low input trial. So everything to the right of this white sign has been treated with all the high input treatments. So extra fertility, manipulator, seed treatment, higher seeding rate, in-crop fertility, all the bells and whistles. And over here on the left is lower input, so no seed treatment, lower seeding rate, no extra fertility, no manipulator, and no in-crop fertility. There's been very little rain here this year, so heights on everything are pretty similar. There's not a lot of difference. Here is AAC Starbuck. This is a brand new variety that went out to our SeCan members this year. Just a slight bit taller than Brandon. Brandon is actually the refuge in it. MR diffusarium looks like Brandon, but a whole bunch more yield. This one here is Wheatland. Again, looks like Brandon with a whole bunch more yield, except that it has an intermediate rating for fusarium. So the Starbuck should be a better fit for the Red River Valley or Eastern Manitoba. Elida, very strong MR diffusarium. Very nice looking plant. About a head taller than Brandon on a normal year. Under normal rainfall, not like this. About the same yield. Here's Tisdale. About the same yield as Brandon, but really strong protein package. Really good protein, MR diffusarium. And again, about a head taller than Brandon. About 7 or 8 centimeters taller than Brandon, both Elida and Tisdale. But we're not seeing that in this dry conditions here. Here's, you just can't see that. A little bit taller. This is Brandon. Here's our Czech. Most popular variety we have here in Manitoba and Western Canada. Here's a good one. This is a CPS Red. High yield, high protein CPS variety. Stands about the same height as Brandon typically. And this is Warman, which is a CWRS. Yields similar to Brandon so far in Manitoba, but it is quite a bit taller. Very strong fusarium rating as well. It's a good strong MR to fusarium. And again, it should be quite tall. So Goodwin is Brandon height, which it usually is. You can see that Warman is certainly taller, even under these dry conditions. And then over here is Penhold, another CPS Red. High yielding, pretty high protein for normal CPS, not as high as Goodwin, but pretty high. But the claim to fame for Penhold is incredibly short, strong straw. Incredibly short, strong straw. So there you can see that. Now if we just go really quickly down here to the high input, the manipulator kind of brought everything down to about the same. There's Brandon. The Goodwin plot actually looks a little bit taller than Brandon there, so maybe got a little bit of varietal differences with the manipulator. But Warman doesn't look as tall as you might usually expect. So we've got 3 replicates. Look forward to seeing what we get out of this for yield. See if some varieties stand out with high inputs and some varieties stand out with low inputs under these conditions in near Stonewall, near Grosse Isle, Manitoba.